Brixton girls, them a pop the pum pum, them a wind up them waist, them a pop the pum pum. Queens, them girls, them a pop the pum pum, them a wind up them waist, them.
Hey guys, it's that time of the month when I finally get to do my monthly favourite vlog for you. As per usual, there are 15 things throughout this month that I have liked. And in case you're wondering what is this month, it is indeed the month of August. We are now on the very last day of August. It is indeed the 31st, and tomorrow it will be the 1st of September. And as far as I am concerned, summertime is now done and dusted. We are now venturing into the season of autumn, which I have to say I quite like autumn. I love watching the trees and the leaves changing colours and dropping on the floor and making it really unsafe to walk down the canal after work, which is not that good actually. But other than that, I love the season autumn. I really do. As I already said, there's 15 things that I like, so I might as well begin my very first thing, which is what has been my favourite nail varnish this month. And it is this one here from Avon. It is part of their Nail Wear Pro range, and it is in the shade Sequined Turquoise. Although, as you can't see, it's still in its box because I'm anal like that. So one is now going to take it out of the box. And like magic, there it is. I absolutely love this nail varnish. Okay, not only is this bright and sparkly, I don't know if you can see the sequins in it. They're sequins, they're not sequins, it's sparkly stuff anyway. But this has been my favourite colour to wear this month. I've been wearing a lot of sea blues and sea greens and turquoises, and one of those things that I've enjoyed wearing this month, you'll get to see later. Okay, I'll give you a sneaky peek now.
All the bad boys try to push up on me. You want a bad girl.
But as I've already said, you'll get to see more of that and a little bit more. But I have really, really loved this. I think I paid $2.99 from Avon for it. Obviously, it's not the kind of colour nail varnish that you can wear every day. How I manage to get away with the colours I do at work, I don't know. I just do. But this is absolutely gorgeous. And the only thing I don't like about this nail varnish, and I hope you're listening, Avon, hopefully you might have changed the formula and hopefully this doesn't happen anymore. I don't know, I mean, I've had this for ages, so I don't like the fact that when it comes to taking it off your nails, it actually leaves your nails stained for several days afterwards. I could actually still see the sequins. I say sequins, they're not sequins, the sparkly things, they were still on my nails, even though the colour eventually did fade away. I could still see the sparkly stuff, which didn't impress me very much, and in the end I was so miffed by it that I just covered them with a dark blue nail polish that I've got. At number 2, wool. It was what was my favourite hair product, and to be totally honest guys, I haven't actually got one this month, and that is mainly because I've been trying to use up as many products as I possibly could just so I could do my new monthly empties vlog. And if you haven't seen it yet, why haven't you watched it? Well, you're not going to get away with it, because right now I'm going to pop the link here so you can go and watch it afterwards. See, no getting out of it. And number 3, what was my favourite handbag to use this month? And it is my Jasper Conrad handbag from Debenhams. Here it is, in all its glory. This is just absolutely perfect and ideal for me to use every day, well, near enough every day for work. This usually consists of my folder, which contains variety of different paperwork for me that I'm meant to do and I haven't yet. Also got my stick in there, which contains very important data indeed. I always keep a spare pen in there. There's a business card in there because I'm meant to be checking these guys out, because apparently I'm going to be selling this product soon. And yeah, this is generally in my bag every night and every morning while I'm here at home. And then I take it to work with me, and then I go, yeah, look at me, my yellow folder. I don't really. What else does it normally contain my bag? Normally what else is in my handbag? Yeah, my breakfast. I have to take my breakfast because I normally leave here about 7:30 in the morning, and usually by about 8:30, 9 o'clock, I am absolutely starving, so one needs to eat, and I tend to take my breakfast into work with me, usually in either one of these two jars. I can get my smoothies in that, and I don't have to worry about any leakages. This is also great when I'm taking like I have like a granola mix and natural yogurt and fruit in there, and oh, just give everyone food envy at work whenever they see this. What else is usually in my bag? Oh yes, my lunch, which can usually be contained in either a tub like this or a jar like that. That's normally if I'm slapping something together that I'd cooked the night before. I can take it to work, stick it in the microwave, warm it back up, and that's for my salads, because I love my salads, and once again I like to give people food envy at work, because when they see my salads I just sit there at the fridge drooling away like it's so that's so if you think about it, I mean, I'm having to like and I need a bag that's going to be able to contain these things. What else is normally in my bag? Normally you'll also find a bottle of water or natural juice drink kind of thing. Snacks to keep me going throughout the day, like an apple, a packet of crisps, my purse, my ciggies and the lighter, my phone, and you know what? I'll tell you what, guys, if you want to see more about what's in my handbag, let me know below, and then maybe one might even be tempted to do a what's in my handbag vlog for you. I mean, I did one a fair few years back, so it'd be great to do a more up-to-date one, and then you guys have got more of an idea of what's actually kept in my bag. But if you want me to do that, you better let me know. Now, very quickly, let's get back to the actual handbag in question that I'm talking about. I love this handbag. Not only is it because it's from Jasper Conrad, to me it's just the Don. It's the size of it, the quality of it, the fact that there's many hiding spaces in there, and the fact that I could, if I really wanted to, crawl in there and go to sleep. At number 4, what were my favourite shoes to wear this month? And it is these, my Timber Hunger boots, but they're not the real things. These ones are actually from Dolly Firkins, so they're basically a copy. And I'm not going to show you the bottoms of them because they're basically, oh fuck it. Look, yes, they're dirty, and that's probably because I wear them a lot. Well, I definitely have been doing so this month. For those of you that aren't aware, at the beginning of the month, I decided to try and chop off my big toe. And that's simply because I'm stupid and I like walking to work in silly open-toed sandals. And for some reason I slipped and I ended up mashing my toe and having to have 3 stitches put into it. And it was very, very sore for a good while afterwards. And I guess I've been a little bit paranoid since then, so I've been wearing closed-toe shoes or my trainers. Mostly I have been wearing these. Now, I originally bought these a fair few years ago because I used to like wearing these when I used to go walking up the canal. Not only are they more appropriate walking shoes, it also helps the fact that these have actually recently come back into fashion. So matched with a pair of jeans and a smart to casual top, I can make them work with the look that I'm wearing that day in the office, as well as being comfy at the same time. And there's no chance of my doors being chopped off either. That's all good, always good. At number 5, what was my favourite accessory? And it is this garnet ring here on my finger. I have been wearing this a hell of a lot lately. It was originally my daughter's, so I'm not really all that sure where she got it from or how much it cost. All I know is that it is a garnet. And for those of you that will know about me and my witchy ways, garnet stones are very sacred and very special, and I always feel like I'm power mad whenever I'm wearing it. No, I don't really think that. I do. No, I don't. I just feel more alive. I feel more one with the goddess and with the earth. And it's a really pretty ring anyway. I mean, look at it. It's lovely. Number 6 is what was my favourite clothing item. Originally, I was going to show you a dress that I've been really, really loving wearing. It's like a long turquoise maxi dress. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love the way that it kind of like hooks my body in all the right bits, and it shows off my lady lumps and just gives me a nice figure, look. But it's in the wash, so I can't. Duh. So instead, I have gone for, now you got to see a sneaky peek, but before now you're going to get to see it a little bit more. It is, as you can see, this absolutely gorgeous sea green blue jacket that I've got. It's not a jacket, it's more of a blazer. And I like to turn up the ends, so obviously, yeah. And I love wearing that with that dress because it just, well, I thought it looked like a really nice look for work. As everyone kept saying, what was it, one person said, Andrea, I look like I've just come from a wedding, and even my boss said the other day, you going to some kind of cocktail party after work? No, I just thought I'd make an effort and look good for work. One of the first things I'm going to admit about this gorgeous, gorgeous jacket, I mean, I absolutely love it. I mean, it's just perfect for summer. And so I'm going to try and wear as much as I can before I can't any longer. But this I found in Primark, believe it or not. It cost £8, maybe because it was in the sale last year. And I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. It's very lightweight, so I can stick it on in the morning when I'm walking to work, and it keeps me cool enough without sweating, which is always a good thing. And then usually gets held over the back of my chair at work, and that's where it stays all day until I go back home. But I absolutely love this jacket. Now, I would really have liked to have shown you that dress, but unfortunately it just wasn't possible. But maybe you'll get to see it again sometime in the future. Maybe it might be next month's favourite clothing item. Who knows? And number 7, what was my favourite foundation? And once again, I don't have one this month. And that's just basically because I have been desperately trying to use these 2 foundations up from Maybelline. But to see more about these, then you better go and watch my new monthly empties vlog. Those of you that have already skipped that link for some reason, here's the link again. And number 8, what was my favourite blusher? It's not actually a blusher, it is a bronzer. And it is this one from I Love Makeup. And it is the I Love Chocolate Shimmer. And as you can very clearly see, I've gone and broke it. It is smashed into pieces. But this will not stop me from using it. And I have been, like, quite a fair amount this month. Because I love the fact that it gives me the right shade of colour to give me a natural looking sun-kissed look. I don't know if you can pick it up on my face today, but I am actually wearing it. I like to have it to my cheekbones, around to my temples, and I sweep it just slightly over the top of my forehead, and always, always underneath my chin. Well, my jaw line, should I say really, and slightly over the edges of my nose, just where you would naturally catch the sun. And because I'm such a pale person anyway, this gives me a good glow without looking like I've been tangoed. At number 9, what was my favourite lip product? Now, it's not very often that I will wear a red lipstick to work, and that is obviously because I don't want all the chappies at work perving over me, and I don't want to give a bad impression. But the one day I couldn't resist the urge. I needed to wear a red lipstick to work, and obviously I needed one that was going to be staying put and not one that I would have to need to constantly get out and reapply to my lips. So I went for this one from Revlon. It's in the shade Scarlet, and this is designed to stay on your lips all throughout the day. And I have to say that other than 2 touch-ups throughout the day, one was after lunchtime and one was after I got home from work, I noticed it started to come off, so I thought I'll reapply that so at least then it stays on for the rest of the evening, so I take my makeup off. This is one thing I can't stand is, you know, when you put your lipstick on and it starts fading throughout the day and it just looks all blotchy and it looks a bloody mess. I can't stand that, so hence why I reapplied it when I did. Just going to take it out so I can show you what it looks like. It's absolutely gorgeous red shade. As I said, glides on really easily, so it took a massive second to reapply to my lips after lunch. And I love the fact that it comes in a nice, sleek, thin, compacted tube. Can't remember how much I paid for it. I have had this lipstick now, I'm going to be honest, for at least 5 or 6 years. I know they say that you should chuck away your makeup products, but I am very anal when it comes to my makeup products, and I cannot bring myself to part with them at all until they are completely used up. So I kind of like ignore that rule and hope to the best that, you know, one day I'm not going to wake up and look like I've got scabs all over my lips because I've been stupid and not chucked away a certain lipstick, and now I have manky stuff going on. So far, touch wood, that hasn't happened. Let's hope it doesn't. At number 10, what was my favourite mascara? Now, as much as I love my Maybelline Lash Luscious, it's the pink one that you keep saying anyway, I love that mascara. Let me just say that much. I love it. Obviously, I've had to accept the fact that I have got a fair few other mascaras I've bought over the last 6 to 7 months that, you know, I use for a while, I get bored of them, then I go and buy something else, and I use that, and then I get bored of it. Except until I got to the Maybelline one, and then that was it, came over. I'm addicted to this mascara. I've had to basically say, look Sam, you need to use some of these mascaras, otherwise it's just a waste of money and they're going to end up in the bin, and well, you know, what was the point in buying it? So the mascara I've been trying to use up this month, and hopefully I'm doing a good job of it, is this one from Rimmel. It's the Scandalised Rocking Curves mascara, which I've also done a review for in the past, so if you want to scroll through my videos, I'm sure you'll be able to find this. But I actually quite like this mascara. I love the fact that it gives me perfect cat eye look. The shape of the brush obviously helps aid me in creating a cat eye look, but I just love how it flicks them out at the corners. It doesn't seem to have a horrible odour to it or anything like that. It doesn't clump my lashes either, which is also another good thing, and I need to use this more. At number 11, what was my favourite body product this month? And it is this. It's a product from Avon. It is their Skin So Soft, Soft and Sensual Spray On Moisturising Body Lotion. I love to keep my body moisturised, but there are some nights that I am so tired after work that the most I can manage to do is grab this after taking off my clothes and spray myself silly with it. It then leaves my skin feeling really silky and smooth, and it absorbs so quickly into my skin that I can normally like put on my pyjamas on immediately and then usually splat out on the bed and sleep. Okay, at number 12, what was my favourite perfume or body spray to wear this month? And it is from Inspire, and it is their Cherry Body Spray. I love smelling of cherries, and this stuff is so fruity and refreshing, and the scent lingers for ages, and I mean ages. It costs £3 from my local Asda, and I am quite honestly addicted to this. I am now also tempted to try a few other scents that they do as well. I've also got, the other one I've got of this is raspberry, but I know that they do a vanilla one. There's a few others as well, because Jessica buys them herself as well. So I think next time I get paid, I'm going to have a bit of a splurge and buy a couple. But for now, this is absolutely delightful, and I love it. Okay, at 13, what was my favourite face product to use this month? And it is my moisturiser from Garnier. It is their Ultra Lift Complete Beauty Night Cream. It's a moisturiser, simple as that. Just going to undo the lid so you can see inside it. I've had this now for just over a month, and as you can see, I'm halfway through using it. I love the scent of it. Some people do, some people don't. I'm one of the ones that do. I don't find it overpowering in any way. I don't understand how anyone finds it overpowering, because it's not. Now obviously I apply this to my face every single night, and I love the fact that it sinks in really quickly. It leaves my face feeling really smooth. I've already mentioned the fact that I love the smell of it, and the fact that it doesn't leave my skin feeling like greasy afterwards. There are some face moisturisers that do that, and I cannot abide that feeling. I need something that's going to sink into my skin and stay within the skin and not sit on the skin, making you feel like you just got your face and slapped it in some fat. It's just not a good feel. I hate it. At 14, what was my favourite shower gel or bubble bath to use this month? And it is this bubble bath here from Imperial Leather. This is their Love Story Pampering Bath Cream with Pearl Rose and Forget Me Not signature. When I want to completely zone out and totally unwind, I like to add this to my bath water, which I have to add changes it into an absolutely gorgeous fuchsia pink colour. I don't know, sad or not, I don't know. I love the fact that it changes the colour of the water. The aroma of this is absolutely gorgeous. It's really relaxing and it's perfect for when I'm hunting one of my famous pamper nights. I'm just going to read quickly what it says on the back. It says, fairy tale endings may not happen every day, but this fusion of pearl rose and forget-me-not is pretty close. Experience falling in love with luxurious cream of bubbles, married with an amorous scent that leaves you feeling comforted and relaxed. And it really does. It just completely unwinds me. It just releases any tension and stress from my body. Any thoughts of work just go completely out of the head. And all I want to do is soak in that bath, relax with the bubbles bursting around me and just calm. And finally, we have reached the 15th thing that I have liked this month, and it is what has been my favourite food or drink. And this month it has been my homemade chili con carne. My daughter loves chili con carne. I like chili con carne, but what I cannot abide are kidney beans. And when you buy the sauces from the supermarket, they usually come in the jars and they've already got kidney beans added to them. And then normally what I do, I mean, I'll cook it, but then I end up having to pick out the kidney beans first because I can't even touch my food until I've got all the kidney beans out. And if there's any horrible lumpy bits of tomato or tomato skin, I have to take those out as well because I can't stand those. And then by the time I get to eat my food, it's already started going cold and it's just not so nice. So what I've been doing lately is basically making my own. And what I've been doing is buying chili con carne seasoning mixes like this one. This costs 50p, just in case you're interested. I mean, the jars themselves are normally near enough £2. So in a way, I'm saving myself some money because what I normally like to do, and I mean, it kind of helps if you read the back, just give you a slight idea of what I'm doing. Obviously, you need oil to fry your onions in, but I tend to ignore that bit because I cook the mincemeat first, get that browned, and then obviously the mincemeat has released its own juices and oils and fats. So then I chuck in the onion that's been chopped up beforehand. You just don't want to get an onion and just go poof, because it won't work. Fry that off for a bit until it gets all nicely browned and cooked. And then you tend to add this with some chopped tomatoes, and it advises on the back here putting a can of kidney beans, but I don't like them, so I don't. I ignore that bit. And then I just cook it off, and then we usually have it served up from, well, normally have a baked potato with it or some rice, but it's so scrummy and it's so tasty, and I get to eat it hot for once. It's awesome. I like the fact that I get to eat my tea hot for once without having to sit there and picking out them nasty kidney beans. If you've never made your own chili con carne, give it a go. Honestly, like, it's really not as hard as it appears, because it's not. Look, it's simple. If I can do it, you can. And there we go. Score. Yeah, that is my monthly favourites done and dusted. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this as usual. I always appreciate it, guys. I mean, I know they can be very long-winded, but I can't see how you can manage to talk about so many things in a very short period of time. It's just not possible. Unless you're just being an attention holder. Hey, look at me. But it's not about me. It's about the things that I've been using. So it is about me, really, isn't it? Okay, enough of that. Hopefully I'll be back at some point with something else. I don't know what. I might be making a tutorial. It might just be me waffling about absolute nonsense. Whatever it'll be, I'm sure I'll do my best to entertain you, because that's the main thing. Keeping you guys happy. Right, so you take care. I'm going to go now. I'm going to try and enjoy the rest of this bank holiday Monday. She'll be back to work tomorrow, where I have so many responsibilities. It's just absolutely scary. Yeah, I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to think about it until I have to do it. That's life, guys. Okay, right, I'm going. You take care. I'll see you soon. Until then, bye for now.